And I gotta be honest, I got a girl, but she open her promise. She wanna meet you, greet you, freak you. Fuck it if you lucky, then she might wanna eat you. Oh, polygamy. Oh, girl, I hate the enemy. Oh, it's the way it's gotta be. Oh, won't you be my fat girl? Come on, man.
Hold on. I might have a record deal in my pocket.
Come on, man. I knew you wasn't gonna come empty-handed.
Oh shit, I'm all out.
Oh, damn! So it ain't no Atlantic for me?
I just gave my last record deal.
To Uzi.
Damn. Hey, what up? You know the name, you know the face, you know the voice, man. It's one only Mr. Thanksgiving. DJ Drama, Effing Mob. Shout to my man 50. Shout to Jack Thriller. This is 50.com. Let's get it.
Hey man, we gonna talk about this thought shit again. All right, so Double XL.
Yeah.
The freshman cipher series.
Right.
Man, dog, what is your real take on that? We can see the look on your face.
Yeah.
But when I asked you that, how did you feel about it?
What did my face look like?
Your face looked disgusting.
It did?
Yes, you look like you was like, what the fuck are these niggas talking about? And why are they on the cover? What has happened to the game?
Nah, that wasn't how I felt.
That was how you felt?
Nah, that wasn't how I felt. I wonder why my face looked like maybe they captured me.
It is what it is face.
Well, okay, I will say this, shout out to Double XL. You know, normally I get to come with the production. You know, so in the past I've brought beats from Don Cannon and V12, so my team, and you know, that's kind of, you know, been my part of my input with the, you know, the Double XL ciphers. And this year I didn't, you know, and I get to go over the beats with the artists. So, you know, I give them options as well as, you know, help put together who goes in what cipher. You know, this year they kind of I was just playing DJ, you know, and you know.
Oh, so you didn't you didn't actually sit down with them and you didn't know what they were gonna do?
I didn't know, nah.
Which beat you want?
Nah, they didn't give me the opportunity. I don't know why they changed it up like that this year, you know, and I've been part of the XXL freshman class this is like my 4th or 5th year. So I don't know why that changed, and you know, that wasn't, you know, I didn't favor that, you know. I normally like to come to the table, you know, with my in-house production. I mean, because I'm DJing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to my man Kodak Black, you know, who's incarcerated right now. And, you know, he said a line, like when he said a line during his cypher. He was like, I don't know who picked this whack ass beat. And I was laughing when he said it. And, you know, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, when this shit comes out, I'm gonna catch a lot of heat. Cause it's gonna, you know, I'm DJing, so it's gonna look like he's taking shots at me, but you know, I'm sitting there back there laughing, you know, Kodak, cause he's just, you know, he's full of energy, you know, he's an ecstatic young kid, but I knew what the outcome was gonna be when people heard that. But you know, I mean, I ain't tripping, like he not dissing me, you know, and even.
But did you make the beat?
No, I didn't. I didn't make the beat or choose the beat.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then, yeah, that ain't have nothing to do with you.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with me. But nah, you know, as far as like the cover and the choices and the picks, I mean, first of all, you know, out of anything, you know what I'm saying, Lil Uzi was on the cover of the XXL. So, you know, it's one thing to be a part of the freshman class for the last couple years, but you know, to have my artist on the cover was, you know, it's almost a dream come true for me.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this. I remember when Renee came in and he said, "Yo, Drummer has an artist named Lil Uzi." I remember the media run that you did with him. I never heard him before in my life. Maybe I'm gonna just call it what it is. I'm old. I'm 34 now. And you know what I'm saying? So a lot of the different things that would quote unquote would be hot, it kind of probably go over my head a little bit. But how did you find this guy? How did you know? Because since that time when Renee came and told me about that, I want to say that was like last November or September-ish.
That's about right.
It happened so fast for him.
Yeah.
How did you know? Who told you?
Don Cannon, shout out to Don Cannon.
He always know.
Cannon was driving through Philly on his way to Atlantic City. You know, that's where we're from, Philly. He was listening to Power 99, and DJ Diamond Cuts was playing a record from Uzi, And Cannon called, was like, yo, who's that? And she was like, you know, it's this kid I'm working with, Lil Uzi and everything. So he came back to Philly, you know, and this is off previous conversations between me and my team and my friends who I'm in business with, you know, after we were, you know, there's a lot of artists that we were very close to signing and doing deals with, you know, Migos, Davies, T-Fly, am I missing anybody? OT Genesis, you know, these are all people like I was right on the cusp of, you know, doing deals with, you know, and salute to all of them. I'm happy and I'm proud of all their success. But at that point in my career, you know, one of the completions I wanted to do was, especially after, you know, making so many mixtapes with so many artists and watching them to go on to have so much success, it was like, you know, okay, let's you know, we got to do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for a future, you know, voice of the culture, like, we want to be a part of this. So it was kind of simple. I'm not going to front. Cannon came back and said, yo, Lil Uzi, he's kid in Philly. I said, run it. Didn't hear, never heard it.
Never heard of it.
I never heard no music. I was like, you know, Cannon, that's my man for going on 20 years, you know, and he's, you know, I said run it.
Now, I didn't know that you were an A&R over in Atlanta.
Yeah.
How does that come about? It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
It seemed like it's been a long time coming anyway, because you know how to pick them.
Yeah, it came from the success of my own records, you know, as a DJ. And, you know, I had, I was, my first record deal was at Atlantic through Grand Hustle. I put out 2 albums over there, and then I had a record called Oh My with Wiz, Fab, and Roscoe Dash, and I left Atlantic around that time and went over to E1 Koch, and you know, had great success. You know, my Oh My record went top 20. After that, I put another album out, Cardi Street Music, the first one, and there was a record on that called My Moment, which was my biggest record at the time, went gold. So, you know, I was out here having success with my records, and my man Sam Crespo, who I had been working with since my Atlantic days, since I was on Atlantic as an artist, you know, I still had him working my records. So he mentioned to Craig Kalman, the president over in Atlantic, you know, like, yo, you know, Drom's, Drom's a guy you might want to pay attention to when it comes to, you know, A&R's out. Like, he's, you know, his records are moving and so forth. And at that time, Cannon was vice president of Def Jam, so I was kind of looking for a place to be an A&R, or, you know, start going into my executive role. Another part of my career that I was, you know, wanting to transition into.
The new mixtape.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is an album.
It's an album.
This is an album.
5th album.
All right, now, like, what are we doing right here?
We keeping the quality, we keeping the streets, we keeping the music. It's Quality Street Music Part 2. You know, the first record off the album, Wishing, is doing amazing. Shout out to Chris Brown, Scheme, Quinn, top 20 record. And you know, I called a bunch of my friends, and, you know, I said it's time to go back in. You know what I mean? And it had been a couple of years since I put my last album out, and it was somewhat overdue. I had so many jobs and so many roles, so I was moving around doing so many things. So it was like I didn't even realize, damn, it's been a couple of years. I need to, you know what I mean? It's time to feed the streets again.
Let's talk about the tour.
Yeah, the High Road Tour. Me, Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, Kevin Gates, Jhené Aiko, Casey Veggies, coming to a city near you. We about to be out for 6 weeks. You know, getting to it. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Wiz Khalifa. This is the 3rd year we've been on tour together, and this one's gonna be fun, man. You know, Wiz and Snoop, the 2 of the biggest pot smokers in the history of marijuana. So,
do you smoke? Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I smoke.
What's your favorite strain?
Man, whatever they put in the backwood.
Whatever they put inside it, you ain't choosy with it.
Whatever they put in the bag.
Man, you always got some, like, you know what I'm saying, little businesses going on. Do you have your own, like, papers or some weed business? Like,
Nah.
I know you do. I know you got your hands in some with that.
Nah, I'm just a friend of connoisseurs.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
But yeah, the tour is coming to a city near you. You know, definitely check out shout to Mary Jane, and you know, check out all my socials for when it'll be in your city.
Word. Well, like I always say, you just can't say you real. It's something you gotta be, man. We open, we out of here. DJ Drummer, man. Do I have something in my eye? Y'all go, don't kiss them hoes in the mouth unless you got to.
I ain't gonna let the people frisk me if I'm dirty, homie.